All right, Jason's back as we get closer to the weekend, which looks good, and dealing with this humidity, which is not great depending how you feel about it. So,
yeah, I mean, I know you're not opening windows anytime soon. Neither am I. I mean, there's no desire. We're in the tropics here. You know, I feel like let's talk about the tropics because it's that time of the year. Let's talk about tropical climatology. We had, obviously, last year we had Lee, which didn't quite get here. It was close. And it's going to change. There's going to be a big difference here in tropical climatology. So right now you can see where we are. Here's the line here in July. We're a little bit into July, but what is it, 11 days? Look at the peak. Look at this. Okay, so this gives us an idea as we get to September, early September, we get to that peak. So right now it's quiet in the tropics. We did obviously have the remnants of Beryl come through here last night, yesterday. And we're going to start to see more after this little lull we have, as you saw there. So get ready. We are not done. We don't have to get a direct hit here to have impacts. Flood warnings north. That's the leftover from the tropics. Showers persist. The flooding ends. Hot and humid, but we do dry out. So the flooding going on until 11 or so in the morning, Oxford Hills and north of Bangor too, north of Augusta. That's going to wrap up, and we're going to see improvement really later today. There's going to be more rain to come through those areas, so more flood warnings are certainly an opportunity for that. Now, central and north, mid-70s. That is because of the cloud cover, because of the rain. As we get into the coast, actually it looks like it jumped over the coast. Let me back up a second. Okay, there it is. Sun comes out. So around noon it starts to peak out, and then in the afternoon we get to around 80. So as far as radar goes now, we still got some yellows popping up here. Augusta, Bangor. Okay, so it is still raining heavily, okay? But we're not in the thunderstorm level of 3 inches of rain. It could have come down in an hour. That's not there. But we definitely have ongoing rain over the same spots with a saturated ground. So be careful. Could see a flash flood warning pop today. Now, 70s with that south wind, and that means the comfort factor, yeah, no one's open. Well, I shouldn't say no one. I'm sure some people open the windows, especially if you don't have air conditioning. You just got to get the circulation going. But as far as humidity goes here in Maine, this is about as high as it gets in Lincoln. But the Northwoods, a little better. So hour by hour, we've got showers here, Rockland, Bar Harbor continuing on and off. And then you see above my head there the timestamp, 3 o'clock. That's when I'm watching for the Oxford Hills, the Western Mountains, for that heavier rain, that last burst to come through. So we'll talk about comfort index, comfort factor. So in the morning, we're cool, we're muggy. Here, follow this dot. And then watch as we get to hot and humid. Okay, this is in the afternoon, evening time, and then back to cool and on the muggy side. We're not getting to dry. We're not getting to ideal. Not for a week. Okay, the trend is to keep us about as hot and humid as it gets. The heat is on, 88, 82, and then that's close to a heat wave. We got to really hit 90, but typically we're 79, so we're going to be 10 above that. For the Mariners, 5 to 6 feet, ocean's at 60, and that checks the box here for, I mean, anyone that's been around Maine long enough, that's a good cool-off temperature. Not good enough for me, but I'm a cold weather wimp, right? So 78, then 86, 83, and then here comes that heat wave. It's a manageable heat wave. It's not astronomical. It's not 95 or 99 like we had back just about a month ago. We'll be in the 80s easily, as you can see that, hot and humid. Morning rain Saturday. Look, no one's canceling plans for some morning rain on Saturday in summertime, right?
No. Nope, that looks pretty good. Yeah. So, all right, all of it looks good. Thank you, sir. Yes. Appreciate that.